Namaste to all. Two very, very important questions. The first question is, sir, my friends and relatives, they are telling that chanting Gayatri Mantra and doing Havan with Gayatri Mantra without taking Diksha from Acharya properly is a sinful deed. Now I am doing Gayatri Mantra chanting and also doing Agnihotra for quite some time after seeing your channel. I am now confused based on their viewpoint. Can you please give some samadhan? See, this is a very, very subtle and very important topic. Taking Diksha from Acharya, there is no choice in our life. We must all strive to take Diksha from Acharya. First of all, we must try hard to locate an Acharya. Where is a real Acharya? Acharya means one who is, in real definition, one who is a Samadhist yogi, one who has attained Dharameg Nirbij Avastha, and one who has realized Almighty God, and one who has attained the knowledge of the Vedas by Tattva Gyan. He is the Samadhist Acharya in reality. And also there are second type of Acharyas who have not yet attained Samadhi, but they have understood the Vedic philosophy. They are tapasvis. They teach Vedas and they teach the darshanas and other granthas. They are also called as Acharya, but on a second level. The first one is the most important. So Vedas say that every one of us, every human being, whether a male or female, must strive hard to get Diksha from a Samadhist yogi. And also, if there is no Samadhist yogi, but you have an Acharya who is a tapasvi, who teaches you Vedas and Darshanas, there also you can go and take Diksha. But the importance of getting Diksha from a Samadhist yogi and the significance of getting Diksha from a Samadhist yogi will be different. So, now coming to the question of doing Agnihotra and doing Gayatri Mantra chanting without Diksha, is it a sinful deed? It is definitely not a sinful deed. Something is better than nothing in this case. See, you are chanting Gayatri Mantra with a pious heart. Gayatri Mantra meaning you have understood. You are worshipping that Almighty God by chanting Gayatri Mantra. Even my Acharya in his website vedmandir.com has explained how to do Gayatri Mantra Havan, how to chant Gayatri Mantra, all those things he has explained. And whoever reads that article, they are not Dikshit from Acharya. But my Acharya has an intention. Similarly, many Rishi Munis, for example, Light of Truth. You take the Satyartha Prakash also, Maharishi has given the meaning of Gayatri Mantra. In Veda Bhashya also he has written the meaning of Gayatri Mantra. And also in Sanskara Vidhi, in Light of Truth, he has explained how to do Havan. All these things he has explained. So the sole intention is that in case you are unable to reach an Acharya, at least you start somewhere. This is a starting point. That start doing Agnihotra, start doing Gayatri Mantra Jap without an Acharya is but you have you have an inspiration within you to reach an Acharya, but you are unable to find an Acharya, locate an Acharya at that point of time, but still you have somehow gone through some channels like my channel or any other channel and understood that Gayatri Mantra must be chanted, Om must be chanted, we must do everyday Agnihotra. These are all Vedic Sanatan Dharma practices. So let me start. If you have that inspiration, you have started, don't leave it just by hearing from someone who does not have any tapasya, who does not have any knowledge about the Vedas. Just like that, he is coming and telling to you and going away, and you are getting impacted and confused. So don't get confused. Chanting Gayatri Mantra without Diksha is not a sinful deed, especially at the looking at the current situation. Getting an Acharya itself is a very big challenge, right? So do not leave the chanting of Gayatri Mantra. And Gayatri Mantra is worship of Almighty God. Who is that Almighty God? Acharya will explain when he gives Diksha. Who is that Almighty God? What is his real name? All those things. Of course, his name is Om, is known by Vedas to us. But there are other secretive knowledge behind the Diksha process which Acharya will explain to you. And every one of us must strive to reach an Acharya. At least, if we are unable to get a Samadhist yogi, at least an Acharya who is a great tapasvi, who is doing every day and night tapasya. He has controlled his senses. He is in the sannyas ashram or vanaprastha ashram or even in grihastha ashram, but he's teaching Vedas. He's not money-minded person. He does everyday Agnihotra in front of public, and then he tries to promote the knowledge of the Vedas. There also you can, try to get diksha from him or her such acharya. So this is the first question. The second question is, so it is not a sinful deed to chant Gayatri Mantra without diksha. Yeah, but when you get diksha, my acharya always says, when you get diksha, the benefit what you will get by chanting Gayatri Mantra or Diksha Mantra or Homa will be very, very different. It will be at a very different scale, the benefit, because you have been blessed by that Acharya who has realized Almighty God, and you have got Diksha, and then you are chanting, the mantra, then the benefit what Almighty God will give us will be at a different level. So this we must clearly understand. So the next one is, it's a very important serious question, that I am very poor. I earn 5-10,000 rupees a month. I'm working in a nearby place, but I don't have money. And most importantly, I don't have holiday, or I don't have leave from my office, from my company to go to Acharya. First of all, I don't have money. I have very less money, but money I can manage. But I don't get holiday, I don't get vacation to reach to your Acharya. And I consider your Acharya as the only Acharya who is authentic. And also my only aim in this life is to see your Acharya at least once. Very touching and very, very important question. So what should I do? I don't think I can ever get Diksha from your Acharya because I can never reach to him. So what should I do? I am very much in anxiety, or I am very much eager to understand how should I proceed. See, this is a very difficult question to answer, because I can understand your feelings. So many people, not only you, there are some people whom I know in southern part of India. They are very poor, but they like my Acharya so much. They are extremely poor people. Now I am not in touch with them, but until some time back they used to daily call me, etc. So they are very poor people, but they like my Acharya books. I have translated some of the books. Me and my father-in-law, we have tried to translate some of the Acharya's books in Tamil. So after reading those books, they have really understood who is our Acharya. So they are also, but they cannot come out of their state, because they have to do everyday laborious work. They are like daily labor. If they leave the work for one day, then they cannot eat the next day. So such a poor person, how he can reach to Acharya? Similarly, a person earning 10,000 rupees and cannot get any holiday from the company, how can he reach to Acharya? This is a very challenging question to answer, but I can give some suggestions. See, of course, you have a great eagerness or a great thirst to reach Acharya. That's very good. So you must continue your upasana. You must continue to do day in and day out sadhana, Gayatri Mantra, Jap, Om Jap, and also Agnihotra whenever possible. See, Agnihotra also, sometimes people question to me that I earn so less. I don't have money to buy ghee, etc. See, money for Agnihotra, you just need, let's say, 750 grams to 1 kilo ghee in a month, or less than that also, if you just put one drop, and you can finish Agnihotra in 5 to 10 minutes time, only with Gayatri Mantra. It's not going to be costing so much. So you can reduce the content of or amount of ghee you are consuming for yourself, and then put as ahuti. This is a great sacrifice towards Almighty God, right? When you start worshipping Almighty God by Agnihotra, even without Diksha, but you have so much of Shraddha on Acharya and Vedic Marg, see, God is Chetan Tattva. God is the most merciful. Chetan Tattva is Almighty God. So definitely God will open His merciful eyes one day. But you must not, leave the path by confusions or out of any other compulsions in life. So you must continuously practice sadhana and upasana. One point of time there will be opportunities in your life which will take you towards Acharya, because you have so much of willingness to go to Acharya. I have seen in my life. See, my Acharya, many of his Shishyas were extremely poor people. But at that time, luckily, my Acharya used to, he was in young avastha, so he used to go from one place to another place. Even my Acharya had gone to their villages in Bihar. They are poor people, farmers, they don't have so much of money. But my Acharya used to go there. So at that point of time, but unfortunately now my Acharya is very old, so he is not having this mobility now, that going from place to place to give Vedic Gyan, etc. So at this point of time, you can listen to the Acharya pravachans in YouTube. Of course, you have the mobile phone, you are listening to my videos. You can of course listen to my Acharya's pravachans and yajna pravachans, and also his bhajans, and start every day and continue every day upasana, tapasya. At one point of time, definitely leave. See, you must have complete Ishwar Pranidhan in this case. Complete trust in Almighty God that I want Diksha, but I am unable to get it because I am not finding a way to put a leave also. So with this background, surely I am very much sure that God will bring an opportunity. Of course, you also must try continuously that can I get another job? Can I get a job? And if you get another job, just in the meantime of switching from one job to another job, like recently also I heard like one person lost his job. In between switching the jobs, he had like 4-5 days or 1 week time, so that point of time he went to Acharya. So like that, you can plan, like when you shift from one job to another job also, you might get like 4-5 days time or 1 week time. That time immediately book train tickets and go to Acharya. And also you must understand that God helps those who help themselves. When you have so much of faith and Shraddha, I cannot share some of the experience, but I have known some people who cannot reach to Acharya. They also got Diksha by surprise, we can say it's not a miracle, but surprise. So surprise things will happen, and Almighty God will definitely help you if you have this Shraddha and you continue to do Vedic Upasana. And then, Jati Ayu Bhoga, you understand the karma philosophy. I've made video on karma. So also Almighty God will give the result of this Janma pious deeds in the next Janma also, and God will sustain our life in the Vedic Marg when we have so much of Shraddha in our life. So don't feel bad that you are unable to go to Acharya. If you have this burning desire inside you to meet Acharya and take Diksha from him, definitely I am sure that Almighty God will support you. I can also pray for that. I will surely pray for that. But don't ever, because this questioner, he asked many questions, and many of 90% of the time the questions are like mostly confused questions, like whether this is right or wrong, this path is right or wrong, I have this doubt. So don't ever get doubt on Vedas and Vedic Acharya and Vedic Marg. Whatever people say, don't come under their influence, because people does not know anything. Today, every one of your known contact, 100%, let's say 99.9%, they would have not known ABC of Veda. So never care about their views. Never come under the influence of their views. It's just going to spoil your Vedic Marg. It's not going to add any value to your Vedic tapasya. So anybody can tell anything. Just don't worry, just don't care. You are in the right path, and this is the only path. There is no second path also. Na anya pantaha vidyate ayanaya. So keep this desire inside you, burning desire to go to Acharya. Definitely God will give you an opportunity in life to earn more money, because see, with yajnena kalpantam, when you start earning, when you start doing Agnihotra, slowly your financial situation will improve, your mental situation will improve, your peace, inner peace will improve. And also God, pray to Almighty God daily. You must pray that you want Diksha. You must pray that you want Acharya Darshana. You must pray that you want spiritual progress, not only bhautik progress. Bhautik progress anyway will come. Almighty God will give. See, Ratnadatamam. God is Ratnadatamam. I will tell you my personal experience. I was I was also a lower, let's say, lower middle class person when I started going or coming in contact with Acharya. I used to go to Acharya once a year or once in 1.5 years because no money. I have to take my wife and also my daughter. And we used to live in Pune. So from Pune to Himachal Pradesh is like 1,500, 2,000 kilometers. Long journey. It's not easy. So I also have this, leave. But leave is not a problem. Money is the problem. Plus time, you have to take, the kid is small, going with the family, and I have to go with my family because I did not know much of Hindi that point of time. So it was a big struggle at that point of time. But when I started doing, I have to go to Acharya. When I started learning my Acharya's books, and slowly I decided, no, it's okay. I don't have money, I don't have vacation, whatever it is, I must go to Acharya. When I got this, intention inside me and started going to Acharya, by anyways, extreme summer, we have to go in the sleeper class. It's not easy with a small kid, traveling in sleeper class for 2,500 kilometers, 2,000 kilometers. But still I continued it with the blessings and kripa of my Acharya. So see, life will give so much of opportunities. Turning point came in my life. And now you see, I am driving a 45 lakh car. Of course, it's not my car, my company's car. But life will take you to places. When you are having Shraddha, Bhakti, and when you are a hard worker, and also you have the intention to learn more, learn, and then contribute and do tapasya, then definitely God will help you. This is my experience. And for sure, you keep the burning desire within yourself. Definitely one day the opportunity will come. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.